live stream on YouTube before. I'm in bed. And I thought, I'm going to live stream. Are you coming to bed, monkey? I'm in bed and I thought, I'm going to live stream. And I don't know if anybody's going to watch because I've not done live streams on YouTube before. And this is a weird time to do a live stream. So the people that will join me will be complete strangers. How cool would that be? To chat to complete strangers. As long as they're no weirdos or stalkers, we're fine, okay? We want harmless weirdos. That's all we want to attract, harmless weirdos. So I went to do a live stream on TikTok and nobody was watching. And yesterday I had loads of views, today I've got none. And then I went to go do a live stream on Instagram, and Instagram has banned me from doing live streams, even though I haven't done live streaming forever. And I want to talk about social media, and I want to speak to somebody about social media and about comedy and about all of these things. Oh, hello Inez, how are you? Good night from Portugal. So essentially, Bernie, we went for a walk at like 7:30. I know you don't remember because it's now midday, but we have been for a walk today, baby. Bernie, my dog's complaining because she wants to go for a walk. So I'm currently in Los Angeles. I'm a comedian. Welcome to my page. I'm currently in Los Angeles with this one-woman show idea I've got called God is Woman the Musical. It's about how different the Bible would look if it was translated by women, and it's a show all about Mary Magdalene. And I want it to be like the Book of Mormon. Have you seen the Book of Mormon? I want it to be like a female version of that. And this show is epic, and I need epicness. And I've been in the UK for 17 years. I've done Edinburgh 15 years in a row. I've been there, done that. And what I've always struggled with is creating something epic, and then people going, great, we don't know what to do with you. so I've not really had much industry or infrastructure support. So the reason I've got a career is from my audiences, right? Bernie, come here, Bernie. And so I thought, I need to try something different. I need to try this in a different way. So I took the show and, come here, sausage, come here. Good girl, monkey sausage. Who's my good girl, monkey sausage? Who's my monkey sausage head? Who's my monkey sausage head? Who's a sausage head of monkeys? Yeah. So I came out to Austin, Texas, sold all my belongings, sold my car like an idiot, and was like, I got a US visa, and I thought, I'm gonna develop the show in America, because America is the land of opportunity and freedom and entertainment. And I came out here just in time to see how it's completely on fire. And I started in Austin and literally was hiring venues where I was playing to 5 people, right? 5 people. And it grew to 50, slowly but surely, but there was no consistency. It was like at 7:30 on a Tuesday, 9 o'clock on a Wednesday, 10 p.m. on a Sunday. It was weird times. But I took what I could get because I'm not known. I'm not a celebrity. And in Austin, I could do comedy. Hello, monkey sausage. Yes, I could do comedy. I could do stand-up quite easily there. And there's a club called the Creek and Cave, which I love. It's a great comedy club. And then you look around, you go to some other clubs, and you see some comics, and you see what's doing well. And the stuff that's doing well is stuff like the Mothership. And the Mothership is very Kill Tony related. It's all roast comedy culture. It's roasting, right, for a minute. But the problem with Austin is it's a relatively new comedy scene. I'm here. I'm giving you cuddles. I'm giving you cuddles. And I'm not a roast comic. Like, it's not my style at all. It's not what I do. And so I was like, well, this is a great place to develop a show about the most slut-shamed woman in history. In Cell headquarters, this is where you do it. So that's what I did. And then when I was there, people were like, oh, this show needs to be in LA or New York. You need to take it to LA or New York. Now, bearing in mind, all I had was the money I had from selling my car and selling all my belongings, which has swiftly run out. It lasted me 6 months. And I was like, right, how am I going to make money on this visa? Because I can only do it by live performing or online. So I was like, I'll start doing TikTok. And the consistency of being in Austin, I started building a TikTok following and doing TikTok live streams, right? And I've grown my TikTok to 102,000. I moved out to California. There's been no consistency. We've moved 4 times since being in California alone, and we've been here for 4 weeks. I'm finally in a sublet, which I have to move out of today, to then move out for 5 days, then come back in 5 days. Bernie's not been coping very well. She's not been doing great, so we're working on getting her happy. And I was like, right, you need to start gigging again. Does anybody care for this, by the way? I'm just talking to myself. It's fine. It's a YouTube video. Hi, YouTube. Does anybody care? I don't know. So then a friend of mine, Caroline Ray, Aunt Hilda, Sabrina Teenage Witch, my fairy godmother, called me and said, come down to a gig tonight. And she invited me down to a gig, introduced me. And when I was there, another comedian was like, I'm on a show tomorrow, come to this other club and come to do the show. So I got a spot, so I was like, amazing. So I got to do a spot, which I was very happy about. And the booker there said he liked my set and to give him a call the next day. So I called the booker the next day. I called this booker yesterday, right? I'm here. I called this booker yesterday. I'm here. I am here. I don't. Yes. Hello. Yes. Yes. Very much so. So I called this booker yesterday, right? And we had a long chat, and he essentially said, how many followers have you got online? What's your social media following? Because the club is suffering and they can only afford to book people that will bring people in, and that it's all about social media following now and online. And a guy who has 4 million TikTok followers did a show there recently and he sold out, the whole weekend there. And then as I'm like, oh God, it's back to square one again, isn't it? It's social media following. Everything is about social media following. But I don't like sharing my jokes on social media. I like it in the room. I want you in the room. My musical, I want you very much in the room. It's a very well written, crafted piece. And I'm just sharing with you the crossroads and the blockades, because my sister said there's Operation Mincemeat, which is phenomenal, has done very well, and they're on Broadway now, and they started in Edinburgh. And I've done Edinburgh 15 times in a row, and like I say, every time I've got anywhere, it's gone, we don't know what to do with you. Which is why I came here. But you come here and they say it's social media. And how do you do social media when you're not consistent? Like, he said the live scene is dead. The live scene is dead, but you can't be good or skilled. You can't get good unless you practice. So now I'm out here going, I'm, staying out here till July. I've got a residency in July. America's becoming an unsafe place in terms of freedom, but the truth is, your show continues to sell and attract an audience. So, yeah. So why am I staying old school in a world where I'm clearly not keeping up? The booker rightfully said, and kindly said, he said anyone that doesn't have a social media following is just going to get... So he's been telling anyone that's been in the game for a while, you've got to do it this way, otherwise you're going to be leapfrogged. People are going to leapfrog, and they have. People with podcasts, and you go, well, stop complaining about it, do it. Do a podcast. I don't want to. I just want to do live. How do I get a Broadway show off the ground with no budget and no backing, apart from my 535 patrons who I love? How? What about being in the room? What about being in the space? What about coming out to a live performance that's underground of somebody you've never heard of, that you've got no idea what to expect, and it's a show that blows your mind and makes you think and laugh and love and like? What about that as an experience? Why does everything have to be glossied up for 1 minute interactions online, because I know it makes a fortune. I know it makes a fortune, and I know I should do this. Like this. I do this. And YouTube is big, so I'm like, maybe I should start doing live streams on YouTube and build my. Because what do I like doing? I like chatting to no one that's there. Like, I like these one-way conversations. So maybe I'll do YouTube lives. What do you think? Does anybody care? Would you like a YouTube live? You're such a lovely sausage. Oh, look at this, nice and happy and relaxed. Has anybody got any comments to add? I had 2 likes on this video. Thank you for the 2 likes. I agree with you, but the world changed. Why don't you try reaching out to Whitney Cummings? Because people say this, and I hear you, and I appreciate the suggestion. It doesn't do anything. It doesn't make a blind bit of difference. You reach out to somebody, like, she's a comic like I'm a comic. She's working like I'm working. She's doing online. Like, I'm seeing her hustle hard to put stuff online. And it's working on her. It was actually her post about YouTube that made me open my YouTube account. Like, it's not what I need. It's either a well-connected producer that says, we love this show, we want to invest in it, let's help you get it off the ground. 1,000 Patreons to help me do that myself. And that's it. Or somebody maybe I could hire and be like, here's all the clips I've ever made. Post it all on YouTube for me. Share it all on YouTube. Because you don't want this, do you? You don't want this shit. You want jokes. You want shareables. You don't want a woman in bed at midday spooning her birdie's mountain dog. I mean, I want that. That's the content I want. This is the content I want. Okay. I wish I could do this on a bigger screen so you. This is great. We love this. Thanks, Anne. Thanks, Anne. Look at. So if I was to do a YouTube live stream like this, right? Just to chat to camera for 20 minutes a day, or we post it and see what happens. What would you like to talk about? I'm sorry, it seems like I'm trying to sell you for less. It's the opposite. No, not at all. Do you know what, Inez? It's not you, it's me. Okay? It's me. I come on here and I say, hey, here's a problem, and people go, hey, here's a solution, and I go, I've tried that, it's not gonna work, I know, and then I get annoyed that people give me solutions, and I get it. My thing is, if you think it coming to me now, fresh, best believe I've already thought about it. Like 19 years in, I've thought about it. Like, that's why I go, it's not like, and it's weird. I'm an idiot. I don't know. Does this happen when you're 40? Do you just go, I've got to complain. I don't want any of your answers. You like my POV vlogs? I like my POV vlogs. I thought they were really cool. I'd like to do more of them, but I want to film in the room. Can I tell you, I did a gig the other day, and I was in the green room with these 3 guys, and it was so intimidating. One of them was talking about how when he went on with Robin Williams, and when Jim Carrey opened a place, and then another guy opens for Matt Rife and plays arenas, and this guy was saying how difficult he is to follow, and then another guy was doing, and he was talking about how great his routine is and what killer it is, and it's like a killer routine, and I was sat there feeling so small and stupid, and like, oh, I'm just a girl trying to do comedy in this room full of men, and I'm not like a Nikki Glaser roasting or a Whitney Cummings roasting, which again is a very specific style. Like, I'm a very like, it takes a while to get on board, and yeah, and then I went on and I did the job. Like, I did the job with the audience. I did the job, but it was fucking scary. Would love to hear about how you like California. I'm an American living in London and never been to California. And how do you find London? because California is really challenging. I'm finding the people here really challenging. I'm finding it quite difficult because I want you to see how good my view is. I want you to see how good my view is. I'm finding it quite challenging because the people are quite abrupt and not very patient and lack a lot of empathy. And it's quite mean. I'm finding it quite a mean place. And I thought it would be quite a cool place. I thought it would be like a really liberal, fun place, California. I thought it would be like the land of entertainment and the dream. And it's just got this, I don't know. There's all, and maybe I'm being to the wrong place, but there's almost a soullessness to it, where with the interactions I've had. You've always been great at combining music with comedy. Hang in there. Thanks, Laura Lee Graham. Thanks, sausage. Look at my little sausage. Oh, she's such a lovely sausage. It's such a lovely sausage. Okay. We've got 13 people watching and 4 likes. My first ever YouTube live. Should I do more YouTube lives? Should we do them? Should I keep this one on here as an experiment, as a pilot? Should this be a pilot? Hey, do you remember the big breakfast? This could be like that. With that in mind, can we have a topic to close out on? You need to keep going. I know, but it's hard. And what if I keep going the wrong way? What if I just keep going the wrong way? Just want to do a show. I wish I'd played the game more and had like agents. Because like, think agents, if you had me, I'm a fucking $1 million deal, baby. Like, if you had me on your books, like I literally create. Like I'm constantly creating products to be like, help me get this out there. Build up the audience. No, I mean try again with this. Do you think so? Do you think so? Should I do more live streams on YouTube? Yes or no? Or should I stick to TikTok lives? Even though there's only 13 people watching. Like, give this video a thumbs up if you think yes. Let's see if it moves from 5. I'd love if it goes down to 4. Oh, it's gone down to 8 people. Okay, well, that's a no, is what that answer is. But with the right 13 people, that's true. Thank you, JC, for my thumb. I meant thumb on, like, the actual video rather than thumb on the thingy. But do you know what? That also works. Wow, you're really good at this. I'm so good. 6. What? 6 thumbs, guys. 6 thumbs and 8 people. I'd say that's a sign. Okay, let's just do this as the daily show. Can we just have can we have a topic and we'll close out on a topic? I say yeah. Let's have a topic and we'll close out on a topic. Come on. Come on. It's interactive. This is television. This is live television. God is a woman. God is a woman. Have you seen that thing going around on TikTok where it says women created life because God created man? God created man, but men created God because they couldn't handle the women created life, which I think is beautiful. God is a Woman is the title of my current musical one-woman show all about Mary Magdalene and how different the Bible would look if it was translated by women. And if we look at British politics right now, if we look at American politics, one thing I think people are misreading and mistranslating is very much the Bible, because Jesus was all about the babies. He was all about the children. Protect the children, love the children, protect the children. And he was also all about anti-richness, anti-billionaires, anti-wealth, and he was also all about looking after the poor and empathy. And the current legislations and politics show a complete lack thereof. In fact, I very much do think Jesus would be like, guys, I didn't say that. Like, I didn't say that. Like, I didn't say that. Like, I read a shocking statistic today. Let me just get the statistic right before I say it. Let me get the statistic right. Where is it? And it says, hang on, let's get this right. It was from the World Health Organization. 14,000 babies in Gaza could die in the next 48 hours if enough aid is not allowed into Gaza, said the United Nations. Jesus did not say starve, famine a whole group of people and starve a nation. Jesus did not say that. Jesus did not say, let's feed the billionaires. Jesus did not say, if a billionaire hits you, let them hit you again. If a billionaire doesn't want to pay tax to your country, let him get the disabled money as well. Jesus did not say any of those things. And yet, the way the Bible is used in horrible, horrible atrocities. Like, for example, right now in the States, there's a story of this woman who is her body is being kept alive on a machines because she was pregnant when she died. And this is happening in America, in Georgia. And on the same news, they're talking about a slavery plantation, it's not a plantation that was burnt to the ground. And the ancestors are celebrating, and you think slavery hasn't ended. You've literally got a woman in literal paid labour, enforced labour, just to, a thingy away. And what I'm tired of seeing is the hypocrisy and the bastardization of holy scriptures and moral compasses. And I think we all have a moral compass. And in your bones. You know in your bones when you're like, I swear this doesn't add up right. I swear this doesn't feel right. Like, I know this is wrong, right? I know this is wrong. But we don't do anything about it. Why? Because we're scared. Because of fear. Because social media is a hot mess. And it can have pylons and it feels horrible. But actually, we do have to stand up for the right thing. Because social media can also show us that there's more of us that we're more connected and more the same than not. In the Old Testament, when it is mentioned that he created light, the Hebrew pronoun used in some sermons is she. She did create light. God is woman. So yeah, that's my first live stream. Thanks for watching. Bernie's very happy and content right now. There was over 500,000 people in London protesting Gaza, right? I saw that. Amazing. Was it all over the news? Of course it wasn't. Of course it wasn't. The divide is getting louder and louder and louder, isn't it? I think. And I think Palestine is a litmus test for humanity, and we failed. We failed abhorrently, because no child deserves to suffer. No child, no human being. You don't need me to tell you this. What do you need me? I'm a comedian. You don't need a comedian to tell you that. You need a comedian to tell you they've got something wrong. What I'd love to see is leadership. What I'd love to see is communities come together. What I'd love to see is families that have been devastated by these tragedies come together and given the time and the space and the respect and the love and the support and compassion that they deserve. That's what I'd like to see. But horrible, horrible men make more noise. So, Now I'll go into my cooking section. Great live stream, Luisa. Great live stream. Okay. Anything else before I go? I've got to end on something that just ties it all up. Be nice. Be kind. Ask yourself, what would Mary Magdalene do? Not even what would Jesus do. What would Mary Magdalene do? Thanks for the chat. It's always good to hear you think. You're so kindness. I don't know if I'm delusional, but I believe we can overcome this. We all have a part to play. I think so, Cleo. I hope we can overcome it. I don't know how we overcome it. I think it's a stain on our collective humanity, because I think our souls are all affected wherever we are in the world. Obviously not to the extent when it's physically affected the people there. But I think it affects everything, because I don't know how you can have a moral compass about anything. Like, I don't know how you can listen to politicians, or I find it hard to listen to politicians in the UK being like, we need to care about our children and protect our children, and no strangers in this land or whatever. And you're like, what the fuck are you talking about? What are you talking about? Either human beings matter or they don't. You don't pick which human being matters and which doesn't. You don't get to pick. That's just supremacy. That's white supremacy. That's all that is. That's all that is. Because if these babies were white, there would be absolute up. Everybody would be up in arms, and you can't. And if you're denying that that's the case with it, if you're denying that, I think then that's also a massive part of the problem. Because babies are innocent. Children are innocent. Always. Always, always, always. I love Miss Rachel. I'm following her online. I think Miss Rachel is great. Still sleepyhead. Anyway. On a positive and crazy note, what would Bernie do if she was a woman? Bernie is a woman. What are you talking about? Bernie is a woman. That's the opening joke to my show. Because I say, welcome to God as a woman. This is, let's address the elephant in the room. This is Bernie. So Bernie's on stage with me. I say, this is Bernie. She's a Bernese mountain dog. And she's 52 kilos. Should be 49, but she likes croissants. And it's always men that are like, oh, but he's a big boy, look at the size of him, he's a big boy, but he could eat me. I'm like, she's got better taste than that. She loves French pastries, actually. I go, it's a girl, actually, it's a girl, the dog's a girl, and the dog's a girl, the dog's a girl, and actually she's had puppies now, she's had babies, so she's a woman now, technically she's a woman, the dog is a woman, the dog is a woman, the dog is a woman. And that was meant to be the title of this show, but there was a typo in it into print, and now I've got to read all these Bible stories. Well, that's my big little joke, to get people into it. That's what I do. Do you think I can monetize on YouTube? Do you reckon I can make money on YouTube? Can I grow a following on YouTube? Okay, I'm going to leave this video up there. If anybody's stayed and watched till the end here, welcome, thanks for staying. Let me know whether it was worth it. And whether or not we should do this again. Is this something we should grow? Is this what they mean? Are you just watching a 42-year-old woman throw shit at a wall, throw spaghetti at a wall and see what sticks? Which way? I don't know. How do we build online? How do we get financial independence? How do we put on the show that I think the stage and the world deserves? Is this how we do it? Why not? Why not? Yes. Great answers again. Okay. Well, then I'll see you tomorrow. Same time. 10 o'clock your time. What time is it? Yeah. No, 2 o'clock, 1 o'clock. Yeah, 9 o'clock your time. I don't know. We'll work it out. We'll work it out. Okay? Alright, gang. Thanks for watching. See you later. Just have a look at this. Look at this epicness. Ciao, ciao, ciao. It's a buddy's bark dog, actually.